Hello, here we are again. I'm not even sure what block number this is. Block number 8, I think, 7 or 8. This is our Butterfly Symphony block. And here I'm just showing you some of the stitching I'm doing when I started my block. I already have my frame stitched, and now I'm just starting in one of the corners and stitching on those diagonal lines that we marked and our feathers in the corners. Now, I did try these on a practice piece of paper, and I was not very good at all freehanding these feathers, so I did draw these and mark these in every corner. Some of us, it just comes naturally. What we see in our head just spills out onto our work beautifully, and then some of us have to mark it, but you know what? It's all beautiful in the end, and it doesn't matter how we got it on there. It just matters that we had fun doing it. So as you can tell, I just did half of my feathers. I'm just going to go down here and do the other half. Also, I would like to thank Cayenne McPherson. I hope I'm saying that right. She was the winner of Name That Block from my blog. She is the one that named our block right now Butterfly Symphony. So thank you very much. And she got to pick out the filler for the center around our butterfly. So big congrats to her. Okay, now I'm moving on to our next diagonal line, and I will fill in those pebbles right there also. And these I had to draw these in every single corner. I'm not sure why this time. I could not freehand them. I had to draw them. I guess it was just one of those days. And again, I'm sorry about the audio. I know you can't hear my sewing machine. I guess not that you really need to, but it's just hard to find quiet time in my house right now, so I'm kind of forced to do the whole voiceover. So when I do find quiet time, I try to get in as much as I can. So, and honestly, right now I'm sitting in my car at work waiting for the time when I need to go in and clock in and all that good stuff. So it's the only quiet time I could find is sitting alone in my car in the middle of town. So, you know, you do what you gotta do, right? Here I'm just making my pebbles, kind of doing them in a figure 8 type, I guess, type design, or, you know, however I am doing that, I guess. Figure 8, yeah. Getting close to the end. Now we're going to travel back to the center. And now we're going to stitch those curved lines. We'll do this all the way around the block. As you can see, I have my 1/4 of an inch echo line marked. If you do have a 1/4 of an inch foot, presser foot, you probably wouldn't have to mark those 2 lines on either side of that line we're stitching. But I don't know, I like to see it visually. And I'm going to go down and do one of those echo lines that I was just talking about. But yes, if you had the 1/4 of an inch ruler foot or presser foot in general, you wouldn't have to mark those. You could just line it up, you know, your foot right next to that line we stitched before, and go from there. But again, I'm just going to go all the way around my block. And you'll notice I don't have my other corners sewn yet. I just kind of started stitching, and this is how I ended up. I believe in the lesson I mentioned doing all of the corners first. There's a lot of stopping and starting, I guess, or traveling, burying threads. So and you just do it how it works best for you, especially if you have everything marked. By all means, just do it how it works for you. And, you know, if you have to travel a little bit, you know, that's fine. And here we are. I sped it up, and we're at the end of doing our echo. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my big tooth-shaped plumes. And once again, I tried doing this freehand. It did not work. I had to draw them out. This block give me so much trouble. Yeah, it just was an off day for me. I probably should have just turned my machine off and came back at a later time. But it's complete, it's finished. I think it turned out great. But yeah, I had quite a few problems trying to get this thing stitched out. Hopefully yours goes a lot smoother. I'm sure maybe if I had a lesson in directions and what to start first and how to do it, it might have went a little smoother, but since I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, it was kind of, you know, live and learn. So, but that's alright, it doesn't matter. I also noticed after I stitched these plumes right here, I went on to do my next set, and then realized I put them on facing the wrong way. I guess you could say I traveled up to that next spot up here to the right, I guess, of your screen, and I just started from there, and I realized I didn't want my feathers pointing that way. I wanted to start from the corner and make them go out that way. So I ended up ripping those out. But that's the end of our video for now. Until later, thanks for watching.